It was December 26, 2004. The sun came up over the Indian Ocean, and everything looked peaceful. But deep down under the water, something terrible was about to happen. No one knew that this calm morning would soon turn into one of the worst natural disasters ever. At 7:58 a.m. Sri Lanka time, the world changed. Families were enjoying their holidays, fishermen were out at sea, people in towns along the coast were going about their day, not knowing what was coming. This peaceful morning would soon become a day no one would ever forget. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, caused by a giant earthquake, showed us just how powerful nature can be and how fragile life is. Near the island of Sumatra, Indonesia, two giant pieces of the Earth's crust called tectonic plates crashed into each other. The Indian plate went under the Burma plate with incredible force. This caused a huge earthquake, a 9.1 to 9.3 on the scale we use to measure earthquakes. It was one of the biggest earthquakes ever recorded. The energy it released was like 23,000 atomic bombs exploding all at once. The seafloor jumped up, pushing trillions of tons of water and starting a chain reaction that would have terrible results. The ocean floor, suddenly jolted awake, became the starting point for a series of giant waves. These waves, moving incredibly fast, were headed towards unsuspecting coastlines. The tsunami waves, some taller than a 10-story building, raced across the Indian Ocean, creating an unstoppable force of nature. They moved as fast as 500 miles an hour, but you could hardly see them in the deep water. These waves carried immense energy, hidden beneath the surface. As they got closer to the shore where the water is shallower, these silent monsters turned into towering walls of water. The transformation was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The first sign something was wrong was the ocean suddenly pulling back, leaving the seabed bare. This unusual phenomenon puzzled many onlookers. Sadly, many people thought this was a chance to explore or collect fish, and they walked out towards the exposed shore, unaware of the impending danger. Just minutes later, the terrifying truth became clear. The distant waves were rapidly approaching, growing larger and more menacing. With a deafening roar, the ocean surged back with unbelievable force, crashing into everything in its path. The waves slammed into the shore, swallowing everything in their path. Buildings, trees, and lives were engulfed in an instant. Coastal towns were completely covered by the water, with almost no time for anyone to escape. The devastation was swift and overwhelming. The tsunami was a catastrophe, a natural disaster of unimaginable scale. It caused destruction in 14 countries, leaving a trail of devastation that spanned continents. Indonesia, closest to the earthquake, was hit the worst. The impact was immediate and catastrophic. Coastal villages were turned into piles of rubble, and entire communities disappeared under the waves, leaving nothing but memories. More than 230,000 people died, a staggering loss of life that is hard to comprehend. Thailand, Sri Lanka, India, and Somalia were also badly damaged, with entire regions left in ruins. Places that were full of tourists on holiday became scenes of terrible chaos and destruction, turning dreams into nightmares. The scale of the damage was hard to believe, with entire landscapes altered beyond recognition. Buildings were just skeletons of concrete, boats were thrown inland like toys, and everywhere you looked, there was debris and the remains of shattered lives, a haunting reminder of nature's power. The tsunami left a permanent scar, not just on the land, but on the hearts of the people in those areas, a wound that time can never fully heal. After this unbelievable tragedy, people all over the world felt a deep sadness and an overwhelming desire to help those affected. The sense of global unity was palpable as everyone came together in solidarity. Groups that specialize in emergency response, like the Red Cross, quickly mobilized. They sent medical teams, essential supplies, and skilled rescue workers to the devastated areas, working tirelessly to save lives and provide relief. Governments around the world pledged billions of dollars in aid. Meanwhile, people from all walks of life participated in donation drives and charity events, contributing whatever they could to support the relief efforts. The disaster highlighted our global interconnectedness and underscored the importance of international cooperation. Diverse groups of volunteers and rescue teams worked side by side, demonstrating the power of unity and collective action. The 2004 tsunami was a stark reminder that we need to be better prepared for such catastrophic events. communities began to participate more actively in emergency preparedness drills and disaster readiness programs. In response to the disaster, a comprehensive tsunami warning system was established in the Indian Ocean. This system aims to provide timely warnings to help prevent future tragedies. This terrible event underscored the importance of understanding natural hazards and respecting the immense power of nature. It also highlighted the need for ongoing education and community resilience workshops. The lessons learned from this disaster continue to inform and improve disaster preparedness and response efforts worldwide. Modern technologies and strategies are now in place to help communities better prepare for and respond to future disasters.